Hey, welcome to Technability. We have iOS 7 Beta 6. It was just pushed out via OTA, that would be over the air. If you were running on iOS 7 Beta 5, if you go to Settings and Software Update, or General and Software Update, you should get the update. It's fairly small, about 13 megabytes. You could, of course, go through the developer site if you are a developer, but it's about a gig size, so it's easier to just download directly through the Software Update feature here in the General Settings. Now, it's a small file, again, 13 megabytes, so it's likely just bug fixes, and I think this might be the last release until Gold Master, which is basically the final release, or for the most part, the final release that they're going to push out to consumers. So let's look at the lock screen here, see if anything's different. Really, it's not much. I mean, to be honest with you guys, right off the bat, I could tell you there aren't much differences. You still have the notification bar or notification center. You still have the quick settings or control center right here. I'm using Android terminology. You have nothing if you swipe your finger to the left, swipe your finger to the right, you unlock the device. All right, so again, going back to the notification center, nothing new here. You got the notification widgets, as I like to call them. Again, the control center, nothing different on that end either. All right, go to settings here, and like iOS 7 Beta 5, you got these new colorful icons here. Okay, so that's there. And in terms of any differences, again, not many. Minor bug fixes is what you're going to get. Siri, you still have the female and the male gender. Let's go ahead and just change that to male here. Okay. Hey Siri. I'll tell you guys, Siri's been acting up, probably because it was just literally pushed out. Sometimes Siri does this with a network.
Hello.
See, it's fairly slow. Generally speaking, it's a little bit faster. Tell me the weather.
The weather's looking good between today.
Navigate to La Crescenta.
Getting directions to LA Crescenta Lock and Key.
LA Crescenta Lock and Key. Turn on... Whoa, what is that? Oh, that's the map. Okay, well. Sending me to LA Crescenta Lock and Key. Turn on Bluetooth.
Okay, I turned on Bluetooth.
Tell me a joke.
I can't. I always forget the punchline.
What is 6 times 6 minus 3 times 9 to the second power?
Let me think about that. My web search turned this up.
What is 6 times 6 times 3 minus 9 divided by 2?
Let me check that. It looks like the answer is approximately 13.5.
Alright, enough of fiddling around with Siri. Let's get to some other features here. So, let's check YouTube, because there was an issue with YouTube sharing not working. So let's see if that's fixed. For the most part. Okay, see now I'm getting this error. I don't know why. I've been getting this error here with YouTube. It says error loading, tap to try. Could be a network issue, but no matter what network I try to log in with in terms of Wi-Fi connection, I get this error. So, I don't know, hopefully it's just individual isolated situation. Otherwise, YouTube sharing, that's something that we got to look out for. Okay, you can see the camera, nothing really changed on the camera end. You got panorama, square, photo, and video. Okay, you can take a picture here as such. You got filters. Okay, you can see the various filters, instant transfer process, etc. Alright, so if I click on the picture here, your sharing options. You could share multiple pictures at once. You get what they give you. So again, you can't sync third-party apps to sharing. So you get what they give you. Twitter, Mail, Facebook, Flickr, Messages, etc. Okay, if I go back to camera roll, you can see I got my photos right here. Play around with them and whatnot. If I pinch in, I could close out. So if I'm in a picture, for example, if I pinch in, close out of it. All right, let's exit out of the camera roll. Yeah, I still have an issue here, or at least in comparison to iOS 6. When you push the home button, it still takes a second to exit out of apps. It shouldn't, again, it should be just as fast as what you get with iOS 6, and it's almost there, and it's really fluid. I'm not going to say that it's not. It's smooth for the most part, but there could be improvements, in my opinion. All right, you can see the folders, obviously. If you just go ahead and drag an icon, or drag, let's say, settings here into the App Store, you could create a folder. You could title the folder whatever you'd like. Okay, hi, ho, hi. Okay. Take settings out, put it here, take that back out, put it back to where it was. Oh, I'm going to put it back in the folder. Put it back to where it was, and folder no more. But for the most part, everything else in terms of just the overall use is fairly fast. Just zipping through, looking at Spotlight. You can see there's a little stutter there, but looking at Spotlight, it's fairly smooth. It's got a little bit of a fluid touch to it. Going back to the dialer here. See the dialer? Nothing changed on the dialer end. Okay, messaging. Okay, let's say I'm in a message, I can always just kind of swipe back to get back. You have that gesture-based system here with iOS 7. The same system applies here for web pages. So if I go like this, I basically go back to wherever it was that, whatever web page it was that I was at. You can also go forward. So they're utilizing gesture-based, but I wish they allowed you to gesture notifications and basically swipe away notifications here, as opposed to using that little X. That would be nice little added feature, which I know will likely not come. But for the most part, it's not really that big of a deal. Calculator. Compass. Okay. Game Center. Voice memos. And everything else under the sun. Let's go ahead and run a game. Temporal and Oz. Let's load up Game Center. So you can see Temple Run Oz here. Perfectly fine. And if you want to exit out, that's pretty much that. You want to multitask? There's your multitasking. Swiping down does nothing, gives you inertia effect. Swiping up swipes away all of your opened apps. You got Netflix, of course. I don't think I'm logged in. And, you know, for the most part, third-party apps function just fine. I'm having an issue with YouTube. I think it's an isolated incident. I do want to see if the sharing option works now. Don't know yet, but hopefully we'll find out once I get that to start working. Maybe I need to do a factory reset. Who knows? Otherwise, everything else looks good to go. You got reminders, okay? Other third-party apps, wallpapers run perfectly fine. Okay, you can see that. There's the wallpapers right there. Again, you can exit out just pushing the home button. Just swipe all of them away. And you're done. Well, there you guys go. iOS 7 Beta 6, not many changes. Basically stayed true to what iOS 7 Beta 5 was. Again, I haven't really noticed much of a difference, really. Everything seems to function properly in terms of third-party apps and system apps. Bejeweled works, which is great. It started working with iOS 7 Beta 5, so you expected it to work with iOS 7 Beta 6. Everything else seems to function just fine. Again, I hope they resolve the issue with overall speed and closing out of apps. Otherwise, again, it's a pretty solid system, and I've seen a lot of improvements. And Goldmaster will be released in no time. Alright, thank you guys for watching Technability. I'm Bears. Don't forget to check out www.technability.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got some really great content. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Have a safe week.